This is the right timing for you to enjoy the best free games mobile that has a high graphic level with an interesting gameplay and support with an English version. I would recommend these all games to make sure my subscribers get an update consistently, but remember to help this channel grow by tapping the like buttons to reach 200 likes. Please enjoy the video of Top 10 Best Free Games Mobile 2024 You Must Play High Graphic New Game Free Android and iOS. Pet or Craft. Pet or Craft, one of the best free games on mobile, will come to mobile with an English version directly. I've tried the early access mode and it's totally impressed me a lot. I love how the concept has a combination of survival game, open world, multiplayer, action hack and slash, and also pal world mobile game. These all things perfectly blend as one game that we call with Pet or Craft. We can invite our friends to our world and create our own building by improving the creativity of the players. The combat mechanism of Pet or Craft is: we can capture the monster and become our allies, summon the pet to fight side by side, and he will directly hit the enemy that we targeted. We can use a variety of weapons like a javelin, bow, and wooden stick. Surely with these features, we can adjust the player's playstyle as we wish. Always try to collect some material by gathering some stone, wood, and another rare material to craft a new weapon, and fast to increase your sustainability. This is the best free game Android and iOS we must play. Free City. Free City. Proudly, I would recommend you to play this game as my second game on this list I would mention. It has everything that we need to play in a sandbox gameplay. Such a pleasure to see how the new free game mobile has a high graphic with a great open world game concept. It's full of action and I highly recommend you to play it for a player who really likes to make a chaos. Free City is the best new free game mobile and the player will have an access to rich and engaging games experience by doing so many addictive things. It's 100% full of freedom and I'm sure as a player you will love to play it and will forget your time. There are plenty of activities we can do like grabbing the car, using a weapon, shooting the target, log the NPC, making the police busy by making a crazy thing while in the town square. I love how stable the connection is, especially the frame rate that can consistently handle on a high level of rendering. Free City is the best new free game Android you must play now, and every piece of equipment will be so easy to get around then. Ninja Remix. Ninja Remix Make Hand Sign. What an interesting new game. Surely this game has the most enjoyable battle music background I have ever heard. You will know how I feel when you start to have the combat. The game is fighting based. But actually, we can play the game online for multiplayer or play the game offline to enjoy the storyline. The first impression I just realized is that if the developer are making a Naruto games clone that combines with the Dragon Ball game. The way of the hero can recharge the chakra to unleash the fireball skill, and that skill is pretty represent those games. I love how clear the guide tells us of the basic tutorials. It makes the player learn it faster. In combat, we can combine a different icon to create a ninjutsu skill by making a certain pattern. Each of the action will need some chakra that we can recharge over time by pressing a button. By using it, we can dash, climb on the wall, run on the wall, and do a blink skill to a different spot. Ninja Remix is the best free game you can play offline and online to enjoy the best action gameplay. Racing Master. Racing Master. This is a new free game mobile that has a realistic graphic. The main gameplay is racing, but no, it's way more competitive because we can reach the highest rank in the leaderboard worldwide. Anyway, it's up to us to play the game in a harder difficulty level or just play a casual game by selecting the story mode. As a newcomer, it's pretty newbie friendly because when our car hits the other car, then our car will become invisible. So there is no crash effect we will see in the whole competition. But honestly, I really hope the developer puts their ragdoll physics effect when we make a crash. It will boost the gaming experience for the player. In fact, I can see how great the visual is. Anyway, if you would like to speed up your progress, you can do a gacha to get a better spare part and raise your acceleration and top speed significantly. Overall, I love how smooth and easy we can navigate the car, only need a few moments to master it. Racing Master is the best free game Android and iOS. Zenless Zone Zero. Zenless Zone Zero. This is a new free game for everyone. As a free-to-play player, it's good to enjoy the whole gameplay, because it's not about how many pennies we should spend, but the way of our skill on how to make a chain combo will determine how far we can go to a harder stage. This game has a very interesting gameplay. We'll play in action combat and combine it with a puzzle game. We need to understand the story mission goal by understanding it. Then we can try to solve the problem and face the monster. The combat mechanism is the most favorite part I would love to enjoy. It is super dynamic and fast in action. Even some of the skill will show us faster. It has a semi-open world game. Once we have finished the mission, then one by one the store will be open. Then we can visit it to see what features are available to do. There are tons of mini games to kill our times besides of to enjoy the main mission. Zenless Zone Zero is the best free game mobile we should play on Android and iOS. Faces. I wish the developer would get more contribution from the player to continue on developing this game. Honestly, it has a huge potential to become the best new free game on Android and iOS. The graphic already told us how good the game will become. It's pure of perfections from the visual and how good the aim assist, sensitivity, and we can now control the navigate the main hero amazingly and smoothly. At the moment, we are only able to play 1 versus 1 mode. Even the opponent we get through matchmaking, and surely they are all just a bot. They cannot play well at all. The enemy is only standing still in one position, so it makes the player lock the enemy way easier. I love to see the object around the wall. It seems like the developer are using the pot shot to make it look so realistic. Hoon. Honestly, I feel like I have come into a new era of the game's world. I love how the game's visual looks so aesthetic with a great brightness and pretty colorful at all. This game has a casual gameplay where we can do an auto pathfinding and do an auto attack by just tapping a single button. But when you try to unleash the support ally skill and your main character skill, then you must tap the avatar icon manually. There's one important aspect that we should understand and learn, which is about the element advantage and disadvantage. Once you find your enemy's weakness, then your winning rate will become higher. That means it's a great game for grinding, especially since the number of the enemy's respawns is pretty massive, so we will have enough monsters to kill. Hoon is taking on a medieval era. The villagers look so unreal and how the village seems so natural. It's a perfect game to describe how they live in the village nowadays. This is the best free game Android and iOS. Battlecross. What a great free game multiplayer we should play. I love to play an action hack and slash game, but it's combined with a battle royale based game. So the gameplay is pretty unique. We'll play in 3 players as one team and fight side by side. The early game lets us select a different area to land. If you are lucky enough, then you will get a free golden chest that contains plenty of items and equipment with a high grade quality level. The main goal is we should keep surviving to the last circle. The longer we play, the smaller the arena will become. At the last circle will be our best chance of fighting in a massive battle. All skills should be unleashed by getting the right timing. Once you make the enemy groggy, then we can knock back the enemy to go out of the arena. Battlecross is the best free game multiplayer Android and iOS. Sword of Confalaria. Until now, I'm still playing this game no matter what day it is. I cannot stop playing it. Right now, I have reached level 54, which almost reached the maximum level of our main hero. The main reason why I really love to play it is because the graphics are unbelievable as a pixel art game. It has a great visual, adorable music, and a deep storyline. The gameplay is a tactical turn-based game, where the strategy is the key point to win every single combat. We should always anticipate the enemy's next move and try to have a vision of one step ahead. The game has a lot of action we can do, like attacking from behind to multiply the damage, do an element advantage, and use a trade system to make a better strategy. Gacha is the main base, but actually we can be a free-to-play players to enjoy every single content. Only a few months since the game was released, it has reached more than 500,000 players worldwide. Absolutely the best free game mobile. Earth Revival, the core. If you have a high phone specification, then I would suggest you to play it. It needs a high-end phone to enjoy the game in full experience. The world map is absolutely so wide. We cannot reach one area to another area in a short period of time. It will take so long to reach a mission area. The main gameplay is survival based. We can gather some material by collecting it along the area around us. It's pretty easy though. It's a free-to-play game full of action with a dynamic combat. I love the idea of the combining the sci-fi and futuristic design on the object, environment and character design of the monster as well. Once you see the prologue, then you will understand and realize what I mean about it. Along the journey, we'll get a loyal pet to help us in killing the enemy. It has a survival base where we can build up our own building of camp and craft a new weapon. Swimming on the lake is possible to do, and see how clear the water is with a nice view of the hill around the lake. It's what I call with a perfection. Earth Revival The Core is the best free game mobile for Android and iOS. Blade of God X. Bonus, Blade of God X. This game is absolutely crazy. I love how cool the game is and pretty close to Soul-like game from many aspects. The gameplay and how the game's vibes represent Soul-like game on mobile now. No wonder many players are still waiting for it to release globally. Hack and slash with a dungeon crawler is the main base, but I will honestly tell you earlier, if this game is only good for a player who's looking for a hardcore game, we should try to maintain the stamina or energy to make any action. Once you run out of the energy, then you cannot do anything. In fact, the enemy will do several attacks multiple times. Finally, the developer are updating the new classes Berserker. He can hold the axe with a high damage but slower action. This status makes all of the character become balanced in strength. These all are the best free game mobile high graphic that I'm sure it's worth to play now. But surely, we always update the game with the upcoming one just to anticipate the newest free game mobile. Remember to like this video to reach 200 likes. See you on the next video. Thanks.